Todd Anderson is getting ready to go. He's already showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Todd Anderson. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Ha-Sung King leading things off and takes a strike. The shortstop takes a ball.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
And safe at first, a bunt single.
That's a fun way for them to start the game on offense, and thanks to a little small ball, they produce a base runner right away. And we'll see if this is part of the game plan for them today or if they just took advantage of an early opportunity.
Now the number 2 hitter, George Cloven.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Late on that fastball. Anderson, 22 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2024. Line drive and foul ball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of his zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Riley Green. Green recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Now snap throw to first. Kim back in on a dive. Man at first, one away. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out. Lau at the plate went deep in the ball game last night.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Two on, 1 out. Up the middle. Not in time. He's safe. Now it's the DH, Colt Heath. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Line, and that's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And next to hit for Detroit, Greg Doby. Golden opportunity right here.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So bases loaded with one away. Spencer Torkelson digs in now.
And Boog, I'd say he's due. In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at bat.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Hit on the ground to short. Kingery tosses across to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Brenton Doyle up now for the Tigers. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And a big swing and a miss.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Hot shot to third. Throws to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Tigers 3 and the Angels nothing. And we're back. And now Jake Rogers. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. And there's a ball.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That pitch in for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Ha-Sung Kim getting ready to hit. The other way. Jumps, but it's off his glove. No throw. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. First and second. No outs. Cloven, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. Next offering upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners
2 balls,
on.
no strikes.
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
That's the ball.
Line drive to short and caught. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. Singled and scored his first time. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Kim, the runner at first with 2 gone. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Tigers leave 1, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Wow.
Anderson back to work. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Lau with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
Well, back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
On the ground, right side, Knight steps on first for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Colt Keith now at the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that drops in for a strike. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
That's a ball.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Up the middle. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single. Greg Doby up now for the Tigers. RBI single his last time up. Doby recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
Anderson ready to fire now. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. And he grounds one to the right side, but it kicks foul. Two outs. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out. First and second, two outs. And next up for the Tigers, Brenton Doyle. He's 0 for 1. That clips the corner. That's too low.
1-1.
And a count even 1-1. On the ground to the left. Slings to first. That's out number 3. 2 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 3 and the Angels 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one out to right. One up, one down. So the batting order turns over. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Ha-Sung Kim. He's 2 for 2. Saying you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Now it's the right fielder, George Cloven. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Cloven, only 18 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2025. Kim leads off first with one away. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1.
1-1.
Step off, throw to first.
No.
Kim back on a dive. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second.
That's
There's
down.
a ball. Throw, safe. High fly ball, right field. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. There's a strike. That misses.
Nope,
and now it's even 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two outs. Tap back to the mound. Over to first, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Tigers 3 and the Angels 2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Pitch misses.
No strike.
Ball 1.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And it's gone. A shot to the opposite field. Home run number 30 on the year. It's 4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
To the right side. On to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now it's going to be Greg Doby. Right through there for a strike. Swings here and blasts one left field. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
He was all over that one.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Todd Anderson out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New arm out of the bullpen, Sam Bachman.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Anderson. Got knocked around a bit and couldn't make it through 5.
Well, Boog, performing like this can eat at you as a pro, especially when your team loses. You feel responsible, and that's not an easy feeling to shake. He just needs to do better next time out.